Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, wait. Mark, I messed you up. Hang on. Hold on. Now try it.
Hello. How is everybody?
You're good. I forgot. I didn't switch you over to this. I still had you on the speakers. I was like, oh, no, you won't come through.
Hey, it's all good. It's not a hopped up episode if there's not, audio issues with me.
Of
So,
course. Or
hey,
me or
hello.
something. My God, my desk looks like a beer store. I've got like choices.
It's okay. My kitchen table is like, I don't know if my neighbors were to look in right now, they would think I'm doing some kind of weird stuff.
OF.
Something.
Doing some
Yeah,
OF.
probably. The
OF.
OF content where you guys pay me to put my clothes back on.
Mm.
Yes. Please clothe this
Yes.
poor man.
Reverse. Yeah. Like,
I need clothing,
yeah.
people. They won't let me out. I got these tattoos.
No, exactly. You're not allowed in public with those.
Yeah, yeah. I went to go see some friends last night, and it was so hot, and so I wore my hoochie daddy short shorts and my Baron Davis NBA basketball jersey out to town.
People are
I was
probably
like,
like,
you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna wear this. And to be honest, I get a fair amount of looks.
mm-hmm.
It's all good. Got a few extra.
Do extra.
Got a few extra.
Jeez.
Oh man, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, who we got? We got a few on here. Stu, Starseed, Winky, got
Yep.
us.
No, everybody's kind of straggling.
Yeah, it's slow,
It's all
slow,
good.
slow firing on this Monday morning. I think
It's all good.
everybody's
It's all good. Hope everybody is doing well on this Monday. Anyways, Jono, how was your weekend, man?
not bad, not bad. Kind of chilled around the house. Didn't really go out and do much. A little bit of work, a little bit
Hmm.
of some house organization. Like I said, it's like when you get moved in, there's like levels and stages of moving in. There's like, I moved everything in. Now I got to put things where they go, or just kind of put things. And then you're like, now I kind of need to organize where I put those things. And you're like, I got a lot of crap I should probably get rid of. I'm kind of like that, like those phases. And
Right.
so
Yeah, that's
yeah,
kind of where I'm at too. Like now that things are kind of I'm settled, things are here, and now I really want to. I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, you know what? That needs to go somewhere else. I need something here.
mm,
I need to get the studio office set up. I need my cooking stuff ready, and yeah, I'm to the point where I'm, gotta start making this more of a home,
well,
not a
yeah,
temporary residence.
that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm finally like, I feel like, and I'm gonna do a proper tour. Probably
Yes.
here on the channel, probably on this channel. It seems like the right place
Mhm.
for it. So you get an idea of what a Type A apartment looks like,
Yes.
or a version of one.
Mhm.
And I give you a full tour, bathroom, two bedrooms, bathroom, and a living area with kitchen. Definitely, I would say probably one of the nicer places I've lived in since I've moved here.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely big change from the old place. So
Well, the
it's
old place was
nice.
good too. The last one was really good. I liked it a lot. Of course, like I said, the landlord sold the place, so I really didn't. I would still be there if she was like, "Oh no,
Surprise.
surprise! I sold it for God, how many million US dollars was it? Four point something million.
Don't think about it. If you think about it, it makes you sad. Don't think about it.
A lot of money. But the money,
Don't
like the
think.
thing is too, like something I've talked about rent here all the time. Like the price of a home to purchase does not match the rental price of the home to rent. Like it's not even remotely close. Like in the States, if you wanted to rent $1 million home, your rental fee would be like seven, eight, $9,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
And here to rent $1 million US home, your rent is like maybe $900 a month.
Yeah, but seven, eight, $9,000 a month. Isn't that just California though?
I don't know, man. My
Like,
hometown in Nashville. My hometown in
isn't
Nashville is
that
pretty bad
just
off. No, man. Like my hometown in
didn't you
Nashville is
just
pretty.
describe all of California?
You can't for $1 million in California. You can't get a shack. You
Dude,
couldn't. You couldn't live in a. You couldn't live in a doghouse in somebody's backyard in Malibu for $1 million.
yeah, for $1 million, man. For $1 million. Wow, yeah, you're right. You wouldn't even know where to live. It'll be some rundown place on the outskirts of somewhere. you don't want to be there anyways.
You'd
you
be
know?
like way out in some no-name town, halfway between Vegas and LA.
You'll be like on the outskirts of Temecula where they're like, okay, just good luck.
Yeah,
You're on your own.
east of Palm Springs. Like, huh, where are you? Like way out in the like past the Inland Empire. We're like getting to LA for a lot
Yeah.
of people here.
I'm pretty sure no one knows like where Temecula is.
Yeah, exactly. Like
No
Inland
one
Empire.
will
What's
know.
that? Like
What?
Palm Springs. Well, maybe Palm Springs. Maybe people
Yeah.
know where that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just weekend's good. Just kind of just like chilled, did a little work,
Nice, nice,
working on a new
nice,
project. You
nice.
saw it before the show. My
Yes, I
new
did.
project.
It's very cute. It's something.
I'll
It's
have the
something.
physical sample maybe next week in hand.
Oh, that'd be
So
nice.
I went did a couple revisions through physical sample revisions, but through photographs with the
Mhm.
vendor, with the supplier,
Right.
and then now I've got it actually created and it's on the way. So
Mhm.
that one, and if it's all good, I don't have any like major changes, whatever, then moving forward, I have a couple things I'm concerned about. So I'm concerned how they'll hold up. But if they're all good, I don't need to make a change there, then it'll go to production. And
Right.
these will be
That's
available.
cool.
They'll go straight to Amazon, man. I'll like get them up, get them gone. I think mainly US market, but I ship all my stuff on Amazon ships globally. So
Yes, yes.
I
That's
put
why
it,
sometimes we see your stuff in obscure places
yeah,
in
like
Hong Kong.
in
Just like
Hong
and sometimes like we'll have like the most randomest people who are not even into airsoft. Just like, oh, we know that patch. Producer and I were out one day. Producer's like, oh my God, is that the tactical corgi? I was like, yes. Some random little girl just walked past.
Yeah, and you're like, what? Like, how do you even know what it is? Yeah, it's like I think like
Yeah.
it's definitely one of the things that I think I'm probably better known for the patches at this point than for YouTube, and that's a good thing.
Oh, aren't you that patch guy?
Well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who it is behind it. That's the best part, right? So I'm back
You
to
made the corgi
I'm
patches?
back to the anonymity. God, I can't even speak tonight.
Words are difficult. I
Words
know.
English is hard. English is very hard. Of when I did the podcast, like nobody
Mm,
would know who I was until I spoke.
right.
And then when I spoke, they're like, "Hey, you sound like that podcast guy," but YouTube, whatever.
Yes, you sound like the
Enemy, yeah,
podcast.
enemy.
And
I'm
then,
either anonymous or I'm a sea creature. So we'll see.
well, Hoshi, we'll get into my
Yeah, yeah,
Nagoya stuff a
yeah.
little
Nagoya
bit.
stuff's definitely part of the show. We
That's
were kind
definitely
of
part of the
pre-chatting
show.
on some of that.
Nagoya was, give you get this. Nagoya was pretty good. It was pretty awesome. But before we get to that, John, what you drinking tonight?
Okay, so I just got my pre-warm up, my pre-warm out of the way. I have something very special to crack open, and I
Oh.
didn't even know this existed.
Mhm.
And when I saw it, I was like, okay, I got to buy this. And they got something behind. I got something also that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
I got this
Hike?
Hike. Cool logo, cool packaging, right? It's
Yes.
made by Oblon Brewery
Yes.
in Kiev, Ukraine.
In Kiev, Ukraine. Jonathan from Airsoftology is supporting the war effort.
I am, man.
Congratulations. Good job. One
I
beer at a time.
Can't believe.
Congratulations.
They've got
Good
two or three
job.
variations. I got their like premium beer, like their core one. But it's it's Oblon Brewery, Kiev, Ukraine is where it's based out of. And I was blown away that they had these in the store. I'm actually get another one of these. I'm not one to like keep unopened alcohol just on the shelf, but it's pretty cool to pick one of these up. And if you guys are here, I know like Stu and some others around here, you can find these in Carrefour in the international beer section.
Oh,
Just go pick them
wow.
up. Yeah, and I think I saw it at Jason's. Well, now it's not Jason's. It's called Mon Ami. I don't know, some weird French/Spanish combo name. It's like crazy, but they renamed Jason's the international food store. But yeah, you can pick these up. I don't know what it's going to taste like, but it'd be super cool if the can was like blue and yellow. But they have three different ones. I think it's like this. There's like there's two different colored cans, but none are blue and yellow. They're all under the Hike brand, and they are different versions. Like this is just their standard beer, and there's like two other ones. I think one's like a wheat beer, and one's like a white ale, I think.
Right.
So
I'm kind of glad I didn't lean into like the whole blue and yellow motif. I'm like, just
yeah.
thank you. Thank you that you don't have to throw it at us all the time.
Yeah, but on the front it says in English, it says formulated by European Brewing Academy with Oblon Brewing Company. Dream it, do it, hike it. So,
Hike it.
but yeah, I mean, if you guys can read Cyrillic, I mean, it's
Yeah, man. Cyrillic. It's all the letters you don't use on your calculator.
it's right there. And
It's right
I mean, of
there.
course, it's if you want to read, they always put the sticker on it when they bring it here.
It's
Well,
upside down,
upside
bro.
down. Sorry, man. Hey, I don't know which way's up on
And
Chinese.
now you're gonna open this beer and it's gonna spray all over the place.
Yes, that's true. So you got like here, Oblon Brewery, Kiev, Ukraine. So that's where they're based out of. They put the sticker over it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought this was super cool. Like, finding a Ukrainian beer. I just didn't even know. I've never had Ukrainian beer in my life. So kind of a cool one to do. My backup plan is this. I saw it. I was like, dude,
Black Dragon,
Black
Celtic
Dragon,
Amber.
Celtic Amber. Look
How
at this.
this is like
It's
in
like
honor
satin.
of stew.
It's like satin, right? Like
Yeah.
you can tell. It's of course it's so human here. Celtic Amber, Black Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Is this gonna be from Scotland? No, it's gonna be from Thailand. It's from Thailand. It's a Thai beer. So I picked it up. I looked at it. I was like, this is super cool. It's probably gonna be from. I looked it up. Where I always check where they're from, and I'm like, really, Scotland? Okay. Or nope. Thailand.
Of course, because we all know, the rich Celtic history of the noble Thai
The
people.
Thai people. Pad Thai
that's right.
came from the Celts.
That's right. Had to be.
So
Had to. I'm super basic tonight. I went to go to see some friends yesterday after I got back from Nagoya. It was a birthday, so I went to go, have a few celebratory drinks. Yeah, turns out, maybe having a couple of tequilas on a Sunday is not always the best idea.
it's never a bad
Uh,
idea.
It's a bad idea. So, anyways, so I'm just having a lemon sour today.
Oh, looks good though, Kieran.
Yeah, just regular
Okay.
old lemon sour.
Smells promising. All right, let's go. Here we go.
That's so good.
Hey, solid
Solid hike.
solid offering. I would totally drinkable, and I would definitely say this is the beer you grab. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm thinking because they've already get my brain going. Like hike, right? I used to be in outdoors, hike a lot. This is the kind of beer you want to crack open after a long hike.
Go take a hike with hike.
There's something interesting with the malts in it though. It's hard to describe. It's not hoppy at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's not overly malted, so it's kind of like it's definitely a lager. I don't know if it says it on here or not, but it's definitely a lager.
Does it taste like freedom?
It tastes good. This is actually there's something unique about it, and I'm trying to figure it out. It's It's I don't know. It's whatever malts they use. It's pretty damn good. It's tasty. It's clean. Absolutely a very solid offering. This is not your Budweiser level beer. This is like craft beer lager
Thank
ish.
God. I was so scared. This is not your Budweiser level beer. This is at least a Coors Light.
Coors Light. Yeah, taste the right. No, it reminds me of something I had. There was trying to think of the brewery in Colorado that I love so much. I forget the name of it. It was a craft brewery there, and it reminds me of something they would make.
So I found something while I was in Nagoya.
Oh, what did we find? No, you found Blue Moon? Nice.
Sold out though.
Oh.
Sold out though. But I had this instead.
Oh, what? I had, you know what I was going to have for the show? I was going to show you what I brought. I found they have here Dos Equis.
Oh, those Equis? Yeah.
Dos Equis, yeah. And
Nice.
I had to go find a lime, which, fun story for those who live
Which
here,
is a
don't live
lemon.
here. Which is lemon. Yeah, we've talked about this. Literally, limon. Not lime, limon. And you get the green one. So if you ask for a lemon, you get it green. If you ask for a lime, you get it yellow.
So, excuse me. Perfect dovetail to Nagoya. So I was in Nagoya this past weekend. Left on Friday night, came back Sunday afternoon. I took the lovely Shinkansen from Osaka,
Now,
Shin Osaka Station.
side note, we would have had an IG story for you to read. And some
yeah.
great IG posts.
Yes.
But we were banned on account creation.
Oh my goodness. we will talk about this
True
at
story.
a
So
different time.
at a different time, once I get it fixed and I send them a
Yeah.
photo of me holding numbers and some work. Anyway, we would have had
John was
this.
about to get punked by Instagram. I'm just saying, but
I'm
it's
serious,
for real.
man.
He sent me the screenshot. Once it's all resolved, like right now, it's a little too up in the air for us to really talk to you guys about. But once it's figured out, and we're gonna tell the story, it'll blow your mind.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna like even anyway. So you're on the
Yes.
Shin.
I'm on the Shinkansen, the
Yeah.
bullet train. Hey, what's up, DJ? Nice seeing you online. Hope you have a drink, hanging out, hanging out. So as the hike is good.
Dude,
It's a good hike.
hike's
Hike is legit.
legit good. Like
Nice.
if you find it, jump on it. It's good.
Nice. So I left work promptly at 6 o'clock. Everybody at the office kind of knew that I was on my way to Nagoya, and so everybody was giving me ideas. And so they're like, "Yeah, get out of here! You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta grab your train." So I go jump on the bullet train from Shinosaka Station, and then we go to Nagoya. Travel time is like an hour or something, like a little bit under 2 hours. Super fast, very smooth. Highly recommend it if you
How
ever get
far?
an
How far is that
opportunity.
away, by the way?
So if I took a regular limited express train, which I'll talk about later, is about 2 hours. But we went a different route. So if you look at how Japan is shaped, kind of like a sword, like a katana. Osaka's down here. Nagoya is like here.
Where's
Right.
Tokyo?
Tokyo is like a little bit up here.
Okay,
So it's like kind of in between Tokyo and Osaka. So it's the same. It's the same route you take to Tokyo, right? So the final stop for the Shinkansen for the bullet train is Tokyo Station. So I jump on and I'm out. I think it was like less than 20 minutes. I think 15 minutes. I was in Kyoto. And so to give you an idea, if you take the regular commuter train, it'll take you roughly about an hour to get from where I am to Tokyo. On the bullet train,
to
it took
Kyoto,
me
you mean Kyoto, not
to
Tokyo.
Kyoto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll take you roughly about an hour. On the bullet train, it took me like 15 minutes.
That's moving, man.
That's
How fast
yo.
does this thing go?
Yo.
How fast does it go?
I think it goes like 300-ish kilometers an hour,
What?
something like that. Something mind-boggling. It's cool. Super smooth ride, very nice.
320. I just Googled it, which is
Yes.
two for you Americans out there. Yeah. Stu just jumped in with 320. It's 200 miles per hour for those that do
Yeah.
it.
Yo, it's
Test runs, they got it up to 443 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah, this is the new Sakura Series 700, the one with the oblong shaped front end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that thing is fast. And this thing can get moving in space.
This is a
it can
rail
move.
train. This is on the rail.
This is a
still,
rail
right?
train. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not a maglev. This
Yeah.
is a rail
The
train.
maglevs can get crazy fast.
Oh, it can get way faster. So they're building that maglev from Tokyo to Osaka as an option for the Tokaido Shinkansen that I was taking. Anyways, so I get to Nagoya, take me an hour or so. I get there. I'm staying in a place called Sakae, which is kind of like where like the red light district is, and it's kind of like where the
Wait,
fancy
entertainment district.
So yeah, entertainment district. Sorry, my bad. Entertainment district. But yeah, so I was there, and everything was really smooth. The night was not the night. The evening was good. I just had a few drinks at a Turkish bar, of all places. The people were super friendly. Like the Turkish guys that were there, super friendly. The owner lived there for 22 years. We were talking a little bit, and he said like, "Oh man, I love Japan. I'm never going back to Turkey. This place is awesome." And then he's like, "Yeah," and so he was telling me why he really enjoyed Nagoya is because he felt like Nagoya gives him the city living without having to live in a huge sprawling city. So in comparison, Nagoya is quite small compared to Osaka. And it's hard to give you an idea as as to like the size difference, but yeah, like Nagoya does feel like a smaller place. So anyways, I was in Sakai.
Okay,
And,
give you an idea. Osaka Metro is 19 million people.
Yes.
Nagoya is 9.5 million. Oh, that's a small town.
It's a
It's
bit smaller.
it's tiny. There's only 9.5 million people there.
Yeah, there's only a little bit more people than Hong Kong. Anyways, but so the next day, I got to go see. I went to a place called I went to Nagoya Castle and the castle grounds. Very nice. I think Osaka a bit spoiled. We have an incredible castle here,
Oh,
an incredible castle park grounds here. It is amazing how beautiful it is. But over there, it was small. It was much smaller. I think it was like half the size at least. But it worked for them. It really works. They have their beautiful golden, kind of dragonfish, their grumpus motifs on the top, and they're. I saw the originals that were bombed out during World War II.
mm.
They had the engraving on them. It was awesome. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, I'm at the park. At the castle park. It is small, much smaller than Osaka, but I think because it's smaller, you can actually see all of it. So I think in a sense it does work for them. You know, it works well for them. You can see everything. They also have like a ninja and samurai show throughout the day. So they have people dress like samurai and roam the castle and roam the castle grounds.
Really?
Yeah. So you have like Oda and you have some other like Japanese legendary samurai that will
So as you're just
roam.
like walking around, some like random samurai will walk past you.
He'll just be walking like he owns the place, right? So he'll just walk past and you can walk up to him for photos and yeah, and they're in character too, right? And like it's legit. It's pretty cool. Like you see this guy walk past, he's got his swords, you know, people bow into him and he just looks at him and sneers at him a little bit because
Yeah,
he's supposed to be a lord, you know.
looks down on
Peasants.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice experience. But what was my favorite part though, outside of like going to visit the Shogun's chamber, which is people in Nagoya, they love gold. Gold
Really?
is their jam, man.
Like, what do you mean?
I
Like
was
bars of gold? Like
no,
gold
like everything was
jewelry?
everything was painted gold, everything was gold
Oh,
leaf,
like
like
actual gold leaf?
it was like gold leaf, gold
Wow.
leaf. Like you couldn't touch this. I mean, it was replicated, of course,
Oh, okay.
right? But
Still.
I have a vlog out this week. Sorry, I wanted to do the US vlog, but just too many things happened, and the footage didn't really work out the way I wanted to.
Oh,
So damn, they
U.S.
have to
man.
be
I
put
know.
on it.
Like we were there. Like it
Yeah,
was.
I know
We
some
were
of you
trying to
guys are
get
listening.
content for our day jobs, so it's
Yeah,
like really
I
hard to
know
do
so
a
many of you
vlog.
guys are listening, and I know some of you are maybe asking, "Oh, I thought you were gonna come out with a new video this Sunday and then this past Sunday," but that never happened because I was going through the footage, and it would have been not enough footage for a Tokyo episode, and definitely not enough footage for a US episode. I may release a small portion of it, a couple minutes portion of it, when I went to the Blue Lagoon in Arkansas with my family.
Why don't you do shorts, man? Why don't you just do
I
like some
Well, because
some?
it's all horizontal, right?
Oh yeah. Well, you could do okay. Fun story. Not to derail your story. Have you ever seen the triple? Where you can do the
Yeah,
triple story, so you do three horizontals stacked up,
yeah.
and you can
But
do
the problem
something
is
like
like
that.
when I filmed it, I didn't have this in mind, right? So I
So you have
actually
not the
filmed it with
content.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
concept of
Okay.
like, yeah, I was doing this as a vlog, right? Anyways, but yeah, the Nagoya vlog will be up this Sunday,
Cool.
that's for sure.
So gold
So
leaf,
so
gold
go so
everywhere.
so the I think this is a replication of like the entertainment chambers for the Shogun. The entrance where the carriage would drop people off, where he entertained his guests and his bedchambers. And I swear to God, the walls were like painted gold. They were like reflecting,
Really, like
like
mirror, like kind of
like
like well shiny,
like
not
you
like
you,
full
you know like
reflecting, but
yeah, it wasn't not like in your eye, but like it would pick up light and it would reflect light,
wow.
and
So like everything's gold.
everything is gold. Like it's gold everywhere, and the ceiling are beautiful like checker pattern pieces of wood that are lacquered to hell,
Oh,
and then they're like glass. They're so well lacquered, they look like glass,
wow.
and they're checkered pattern with gold engraving inlets on the ceiling.
How old is this
And
castle, by the
this
way?
castle is old. But like again, like so
Old,
many,
not just old, it's
it's
double
old,
old.
Like, yeah, like it's maybe 3 times older than the U.S. But no, but it's old. Like Osaka Castle, I think the first foundations of Osaka Castle, I think it was in the 1400s, 14th, late 14s, early 1500s. I think if my memory serves me right. But um, a lot of the other castles in Japan, a lot of them had to get restored due to World War II.
Right.
Either they were burned or bombed, or so on and so forth. But yeah, they sadly we couldn't go into the main tower, the main castle tower. You used to be able to,
Hmm.
but you couldn't. They're doing restoration work on the inside. It's getting a little old. They need to prop it up a little bit. Old girl gotta stay up there. So yeah, so that was the castle. Castle was pretty awesome, and
Wait, so they
after
got some.
that,
Wait. I'm googling now. There's some golden fish.
yes. So the two motifs on the top, right? They're like a fish, like a koi, but the head kind of like a dragon,
So that's the
right?
dragonfish you're talking about. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So
I
that's
just
the
googled it.
dragonfish.
I googled it. So they're kind of on the crest. Like you got
Yes.
the edge, and they're
Yeah.
like on the
And they're
edge.
they're on
Like
the
so,
crest.
if it's
That's
like
yeah.
this, they're on the sides.
Yeah. So that is the symbol for Nagoya. Nagoya's symbol are those dragonfish.
Dragonfish. Yeah, they look
Yeah.
like a koi fish with a dragon head.
Yeah. And so these fish, the ones on the castle right now, they are replica of the originals. The originals are like a super high polished kind of brass, and they'll be in the vlog. Actually, I have a photo of the original,
Dude, I just
and
googled Nagoya Castle inside, and I'm looking at these lacquered
yeah.
ceilings
So
and
this
gold
is one of the
everywhere.
originals right
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah, and you see how it was bombed out. Let me see if I have another picture. You see this back end, it was burnt and bombed out.
Oh,
The other one, the other pair, the tail was gone. Yeah,
okay.
but these are the original
Like,
OG.
wow.
Yeah, and I have some photos with the original engraving on the head of the fish, so you can still clearly read all the Japanese and the kanji engraved on this dragonfish.
And that's the one that was way up at the very top of the castle, like
Yep,
on
that's
the
way
roof,
up
on
at the
the
very top.
edges. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. It's the same thing like with Osaka Castle. I know a lot of their motifs were taken down as well.
Yeah.
The originals were taken down because you want damage. This is irreplaceable.
And then just in the elements and the weather, just dealing with all that all the time.
That's right. You can't replace. This is priceless history. So they took it down. So yeah, that's the motif. You'll see it everywhere. It's kind of like Osaka's motif is like the Polonia, the Polonia flower.
Okay.
So it's the crest with the flower, the 3 leaves that come down,
Yes.
and with the one that comes up.
Right.
Yeah. So that's our crest here, and so yeah, so that was that was the castle, and then it started to rain
Oh.
for the rest of the trip,
Oh, the whole rest. So you got to go to the
The
castle
whole
and see it,
rest.
and then it's like, nope.
and then rain.
Ugh.
Yeah. So after that, I went to go hit up a cafe that served soft shell crab burger.
Oh,
Yo, oh
dude,
my
now
God.
you're talking.
It's
Now
so
you're
good.
talking.
So they made it a little bit different than what they do it in Osaka. So they have it like this. So they have like some Thai sauce on the top of it.
Wait.
And
So
then,
like those are the claws I'm seeing?
yeah,
Like
that's
just kind
a
of,
whole soft shell
it's
crab.
just like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm fried.
that's right. It's me. I'm a fried crab. Yeah. And so that was pretty cool. It was really delicious, of course. I prefer the one in Osaka a little bit more because they use a mayo mix, like a mayo with a little bit of spicy mayo. Gives the crab a little bit more of a rich flavor.
Mhm.
This one is very Thai. It real got the
Interesting.
Thai spices
Thai
to it.
spices. That's really
Yeah.
interesting that they went with
Very
that.
interesting. Yeah. I mean, not bad, guys. Don't get me wrong. It was absolutely delicious. But,
I have a thing, like pretty much anything, like, and this is no exaggeration. Anything you get, snacks, chips, crisp if you're British, whatever you want to get, like biscuits or whatever, like
yes.
anything you get is Japanese.
Mhm.
90, 8% of the time, you're gonna be like,
Hmm.
this is magical. You'll have a
It
couple
is.
that are trash, like the touristy stuff or some weird
Hmm.
junk, whatever. But
Tokyo banana is awesome.
Tokyo,
Just saying,
I don't even
yo,
I don't even like bananas, and I like Tokyo bananas.
Tokyo banana
I
is
like
so
the banana
good.
flavor, especially like banana in a cake.
Mhm.
It's always like artificial, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, Stu, drop it in chat. The melty kiss.
melty
I
kiss
brought
is
these
good.
home to
It's
my
fire.
nephew. I brought these home to my nephew, and he was just like destroying them. Like they're gone. I'm
Yeah,
like here's a box, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, dude, the box empty. He's like, yeah. I'm like, you didn't share with anybody. He's like, no. Like you
yeah,
didn't
melty
wait. You had
kiss.
to like savor these. He's like, no.
Yeah, melty kiss is
Melty
excellent.
Kiss is like this dissolve like it's solid chocolate, but it's just
It's so soft. It would just melt in your mouth, and then
and they
they
have different
powder coat
flavors
it with
and
some cocoa
yeah,
powder.
there's like and
Yeah,
then they do like seasonal stuff like strawberries and different
yeah,
ones.
yeah. It's
Oh
good.
yeah,
It's
the
good.
Kit Kats. Oh, I tell you what, this fire stew. I know you probably had it. The sake Kit Kats,
I was about to say that the sake Kit Kats are so good.
dude. They
Yo.
you have no idea. Like they somehow it's like a creamy white chocolate. So think of white chocolate Kit Kat, but they somehow make it taste like alcohol.
Yes, it's got that. It like guys, don't think like you're gonna bite into this thing. And it's like, oh my god, sake. It's the finish.
Yeah,
It's the aftertaste. Somehow you taste sake in your mouth,
like you
which is
eat
the
it and you're like,
weirdest
oh, this is a
thing.
white chocolate Kit Kat, and then you're like, what is
It's like,
that?
whoa,
What just
dude,
happened to my taste
this
buds?
is like sweet sake in my mouth.
Yes,
Yo,
it's so wild, and they do a couple different ones. They do a sake one, and they do like what?
they do the Sakura one, of course,
Yeah, yeah,
every
Sakura
year. They
one.
do
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Sakura one always sells out so fast. I think it's a bit like because I think that they did the Sakura one and then they do the sake one.
Yeah.
And for me, the Sakura one always sells out really quickly. The sake one, you can still get it
It's kind of not
for a while,
seasonal.
usually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, Stu, you would straight up. So hang on,
Yeah,
let's
man.
see.
It was good. And
This is
so I would say,
sake.
yeah, you keep looking for that. And so I'll give you guys an update. So after that, I went to a place called Osu. Osu is their old shopping street, the old shopping street in Nagoya. So if any of you have come to Japan or if you have kind of looked at Japanese shopping streets, yeah, exactly. Just like that. The sake Kit Kat. It's so good. It is so good. I'm
It's
not gonna
was
lie,
it
it's so good.
by Joe? Is it no
Ryubenjo.
Urban Joe? Urban
Yeah,
Joe. Yeah,
Ryubenjo. Yeah.
Japanese alcohol.
Nihonshu. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Urban Joe.
I'm,
So
I'm
it's
trying so hard to learn more Japanese here,
no,
guys.
do Japanese. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
like the middle character, you can kind of see it's hiding in there. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
that? Like Urban.
Yeah.
So
Nihonshu
yeah.
sake.
So yeah, it's literally that, and the box you can buy them at the airports.
Yeah. You can.
And this is like okay. Also, too, they have like different flavors in different airports. Like you can go to different airports or different regions, and they have a special Kit Kat for that area.
Yes.
So
It'll be regional to that. Yeah.
yeah,
For sure.
like Osaka has one, Tokyo has one, everybody has one. So if you want to collect them all, you have to go to those
Yeah.
areas
Yeah.
to go get them. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, didn't want to do
Anyway, so I was at a place called Osu. So for you guys who have looked at a lot of, if you've seen any content about Japan, watch Japanese people who, watch Western YouTubers do videos about like maybe solo walking in Japan. You'll see these shopping streets where it's covered, it's roofed, right, and have shops on both sides, and it's a street, it's a road path thing that you walk down, and there's shops on both sides, restaurants, whatever, it's there.
In
That's
the West, we'd call this an arcade, not an
yeah,
arcade like video game arcade, but we would
yeah,
call it the old word for it in America would be it
yeah.
was an arcade. So you'd have like it's basically an alley or a street
Mhm.
that's actually
Yeah.
covered.
Yep.
So
And it would go on and on and on.
goes on and
And
on. Yeah.
yeah, on and on. And usually it's located between buildings, or there's buildings that are purpose built on the sides that facilitate ground level shops, and they'll have second floor shops and so on. But that's kind of how a lot of Japanese people, Japan builds a lot of its streets, merchant streets or shopping streets.
Yeah.
So Osu is an older street.
Yeah.
It
DJ
very,
exactly.
very
Arcade
like
food
that.
vendor
Yeah.
street.
So for Osu is like that, but much older. So I'm gonna just kind of dive into it so you have a frame of reference. Jono, you've been to Shinsaibashi, right?
Yes.
On the way to Glico Man,
Yep.
right? So you have that street, right? Now imagine the ceiling a little bit lower,
Okay.
but twice as wide.
So it's a really wide street.
It's twice as wide.
Usually they're not narrow, but they're not
Yeah.
like, they're basically about as tall as the 2 stories, and then like
Yeah.
the street width is exactly as tall as the building. So if
Yeah.
you like, that's it.
So like from one shop, if you look across to the other shop, it'll be about 30 feet, 40 feet,
So
give or take.
it's nowhere near as wide as, let's say, because I'm thinking of like, oh, what's the name of the road?
No,
The
not a bit more than that. I would say,
what's the old street? Oh my god, my brain is totally froze up right now. The old Vegas area.
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Where the art the screen. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I was just talking about this the other day. It's I keep thinking, like, for some reason on my brain just went to Memphis and think Beale Street, but it's not that.
Right. Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
What is it?
Fremont Street.
Yes, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Fremont.
it's just like that. Yeah.
But it's
like
is it not as
Osaka,
wide? Fremont's crazy wide.
in Osaka, yeah. So Osaka's a little bit more narrow, not narrow. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more tight. So maybe not 30 feet. Maybe you're looking at maybe 40, 45.
Yeah.
This one in Nagoya would be like 60, 70 feet apart.
Okay, so it's real.
It's
It's
wide.
like Fremont.
Yeah,
Then.
it's wide. Like you in Osaka, you can never have food vendors seat people outside.
Right.
Here in Nagoya, they can seat you outside.
Are there vendors down the middle too in
No.
Nagoya? Really?
So there's way more restaurants in Nagoya's
because you can
in
do outside
Osaka.
seating, you can
Yeah,
actually put
that's
people
right.
into the into the street area.
And they can still let you smoke indoors.
Oh.
Like ain't no thing. They just
Like,
they,
and that's
no
something,
one
by the way,
cares.
if you guys don't realize, smoking indoors, it's changing some in Japan, but at least my experience there and yours, I know you probably have a much better perspective, is indoor smoking is very common in Japan. Now, I've seen even outdoor now, like in some areas. I remember in Tokyo, they were like designated outdoor smoking areas.
Yes.
Like if you want to smoke, you go stand and like it's walled off, but I mean, it still comes out. It's like you're
Nagoya,
outside,
same thing.
but you
It's
can
so funny.
smoke indoors.
Yeah.
Some hotels have a smoking room.
Yes,
Not
like
the room you go, like it's like if you're in a common area, you'll go to like a glass room.
yeah, like an airport smoking room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so funny. Nagoya, like people there in any free restaurant that I've gone to, no matter how fancy it is, there's always a smoking section. Right?
So you
Just
still
even-
have like a proper it's not
in
walled
Nagoya.
off. It's just like
no, it's
smoking.
just there. Smokers are over there, right? And so
it's like old
they-
America. It's like 80s America, man.
they still have that. Excuse me. And Osaka, which is so funny, Osaka, I think a lot of the more chain restaurants, more newer restaurants, now they have built-in smoking booths in the restaurant for you to go smoke. So you can kind of still smoke inside. Smoking in a restaurant in just a common area is now like super common, and now only like izakaya, yakiniku places, just these places.
But those are kind of
They-
like what we call in America the equivalent like a dive
yeah.
bar, like a
like a diner,
Yeah,
right?
or a
It would be
pub,
like a diner,
a
yeah.
British pub or something.
So like these places you can still some old restaurants that are still run by like the original owners, they'll still let you smoke. But here's the funny part: in Nagoya, everybody smoke in the restaurant like they don't care, right? But when they leave the restaurant, they want to smoke outside. They'll hunt down the smoking area to smoke in the smoking area, right? In Osaka, it's the other way around. Ain't nobody care. Ain't nobody care that there are signs everywhere saying, "Hey, don't walk and smoke." Everybody walk and smoke here.
Yeah.
Ain't no-
Okay.
everybody like, please don't smoke, outside this certain area. Everybody's smoking. Nobody cares, right? But you go in a restaurant, you can't smoke in a restaurant.
So it's just like
It's the other way.
just city by city. Yeah.
Yeah,
Here in Taiwan,
it's interesting.
Here in Taiwan, like there's pretty much no smoking in restaurants. Period. Like zero, none.
Mhm.
Like you cannot smoke anywhere at all. Zero.
Yeah.
Indoors, not allowed.
Yeah,
Not
Hong
even.
Kong's the same way.
I haven't even seen smoking rooms here. Like it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, Hong Kong's the same way.
But on the street, a lot of smokers. You know.
Yeah, like in Osaka, like that's kind of like that. Like it's such an ingrained part of like what they do. It's like you go to an izakaya, you sit down, before you even order, you're already sparking a cigarette, and they'll come with your menu, and then you order your nama beer or your, lemon chuhai or your lemon sour, and then they'll serve you your lemon chuhai while you're still having your cigarette. You finish your cigarette, they'll come back. Then you order your food. It's just a process of like how they do it here, and
Yeah.
it's just how I've observed them do it. And when I go out with my colleagues or when I go with my other friends here, I see the same thing. Like, they sit, will smoke, they give you your drinks, you finish your smoke, you order your food. It's cool. I like it. It's a vibe.
Yeah. It's
Anyways,
probably the
so
last place on earth
yes,
that allows
that
smoking
is
in
that is still
restaurants.
culturally like acceptable. It's like, well, of course people are gonna smoke. It's Japan, like everybody here, even like the younger people that I've talked to, they
Mhm.
don't care.
What
It's
about
like,
your office? I remember the old office I went to,
yeah,
people would smoke in the office.
because the old office still followed old like OG Japan. Like you can smoke at your desk if you wanted to,
Right.
which was pretty lit. But now, because when they moved to the new office, they wanted to kind of, be more considerate for a lot more of the younger crowd who doesn't smoke.
Right.
So what we did was they built a like airport style smoking slash break room in the
Really?
office. Yeah, very well ventilated. The air conditioner in there is super powerful too.
So it's just rotating the air. It's just
It's so we
processing it
have
out.
two air filters that is also acts as our ashtrays. So they'll actively suck air in to clean it.
So wait.
And
And then when you
so
go to ash your cigarette, it's pulling air down.
yes.
Wow. That's
So
hardcore.
yeah. So yeah, we have that going. And every morning I am the one who cleans our smoking room. So I go and I clean down the chairs, I wipe down our big ashtrays, I empty the ashtrays and so on. So, hey, that's kind of how we do it, right? We go there early every morning so we don't have to hire cleaning staff. We're the ones to do it. We work here. We're going to all chip in.
So
I
everybody has
really
their own
enjoy this.
responsibility in the company?
No, it's just everybody just kind of like takes up like what they do, right? So like for example, some people just do the vacuuming. Some people clean the dispenser. Like we have like a not a vending machine, but we have like a one of those drink dispensers,
Mhm.
right? Like a soda fountain.
Yeah.
So like we have a guy that would, cold on sun comes in, he cleans that every morning. I clean the break room, the smoking room, and so everybody kind of does their thing. Some people clean our eating area. Some of the ladies they'll mop our entrance area. You know,
So
everybody does
everybody has their
something.
little tasks. Like,
Yeah,
so you kind of pick the thing
that you
you
want to
enjoy
do.
the most
Yeah,
and you go do.
yeah,
That's pretty cool. Like it's everybody
yeah,
pitches in. You don't have to pay for
yeah.
somebody to clean, and
For sure. And I think that really does build a sense of ownership as like, this is where I work and I want to take part into making where I work clean
that's
and
actually
at
pretty
least keeping it
cool.
clean.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
it's good. It's good culture. I like it. It's good culture to have.
yeah. So Stu
Yeah.
says he started at school level. Like that's kind of very
Yeah.
common in
They
school.
do.
Oh,
They
okay,
do.
really? So you
Yeah.
get there
They
and
do.
like you clean your school.
Yeah. Like, for example, you like when you do sports as well. So you go and after you play, let's say you play baseball, you go rake the field, right?
Okay.
You'll rake it back, get it all smoothed out. You'll go and clean the bats and stuff like that, and get everything sorted and cleaned up. And we don't have the janitor do that. The kids do that. And they learn that at a young age. So
That's
it's
good.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is kind of cool. Like it gives you, like you said, the sense of
Yeah.
ownership, the sense of responsibility, the sense of,
Hmm.
you know, this is my place. I have to keep it clean. I need to
Yeah.
do what's right. This is I'm a part of this
Yeah.
organization.
We're all
So
in
you're
this
not like
together, right?
yeah.
So,
That's actually pretty
yeah,
cool, man.
that's really cool. You know, so back to Nagoya.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, derail
So,
a thousand
so
times.
after Osu, we're going to go eat, of course, and now is the best part where I'm going to talk about the food we ate.
Oh, here we go.
So
So
yes,
crab
so
sandwich.
crab sandwich, excellent. But that's not what Nagoya is known for. Nagoya is known for three things.
Okay.
Number one, it is miso katsu.
Miso katsu. Okay.
Miso katsu. So I'm sure everybody has had tonkatsu, which is
Tonkatsu.
fried pork
Yeah.
pork cutlet, right? Fried pork cutlet. And miso katsu is fried pork cutlet, and then they pour a kind of sweet and sour-ish, salty red miso sauce on top of the katsu.
Oh, so instead
And
of the brown, like the brown,
it's like a red amber, like like a red bean looking, like
yeah.
a
Like
Yeah,
Hongdo, right?
red.
I mean, yeah, that color.
Yeah, yeah.
I can picture it like the red. I know the red miso color. I know if you've ever
Yeah.
seen
It's like that rich
red
burgundy
miso
color. Yeah.
paste. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
this. Yeah, it's like this dark raspberry red brown color.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you pour that over your tonkatsu, your katsu, and it's, oh my God, it is so good. It's really good. Like, I think like pound for pound, it give like a katsudon here in
Hmm.
Nagoya, in Osaka, a run for its money.
Really.
You know, it'll give katsudon a run for its money.
So in Osaka, it's katsudon. So you like katsu over a rice, like a rice
Yeah,
bowl.
so
Okay.
like like the katsudon over here is, so they'll make the crispy pork cutlet, right? And then they'll
That's
get like a
super like the
stock.
panko.
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's so good.
god, it's just.
And then what they'll do is they'll boil a stock, like a sauce, a stock, and then they'll put your pork cutlet in the stock, and then they'll take an egg, and that's just beat, and they'll pour it in there, and they'll flash cook, right?
Oh,
And everything kind of, and you have onions in there, and you take the sauce, and then the egg, the runny egg with your kind of half soggy, crispy tonkatsu, and you put it over the rice.
dude, it sounds so good.
Yo, it's so good.
Oh
it's
my
it's
god.
it's what's up. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me
So
ask you real quick, and I don't know. This might be what Ho Ching asked. I can't read Japanese. Fatty pork or lean pork? Is that what he
oh,
asked?
fatty pork, 100%. Fatty
100%
pork.
fatty. Okay.
Fatty pork is like, if you're gonna go have tonkatsu, right? You're gonna go have fried pork, guys. Breaded fried pork cutlet. At this point, you know, just take your diet and throw it out the window.
Now the ones I've had, they usually give you like a rock salt or sea salt on the side and like a little bit of
Yes,
lemon or
yes.
I think with
That
it.
that is a super super traditional style of eating
Yeah.
it, which is just a normal, and they serve you with like almost like a plum sauce that
Yeah.
you mix in, with some ground up
The
sesames.
ground sesame. Yeah. So they give you sesame and you
Super
have like
good.
the
Yeah,
the mortar and pestle and you
yeah,
grind the sesame
yep,
seeds
yep, yep.
like that are on the top of a McDonald's bun, right?
Hmm.
Those they give you a bunch of those and you grind it up and you put
It's
the
very
sauce in
good.
with it. The
Yeah,
plum
it's
is yeah.
very very good. It's very very
Oh,
good,
so good.
and that's like the way to eat it.
Hmm.
And so like I have to say, like, it's a hard toss up for me. You know, miso katsu or tonka or like a katsudon. I would probably lean towards, if I had to eat it, let's say at least twice or three times a week, I would choose katsudon,
Okay.
because miso katsu is just a little too heavy.
I can
It's
imagine
just
because miso
it's a bit
miso's
too heavy.
super rich. Like
Yeah.
it's got a like a if you do like with miso paste or anything like heavy
Mhm.
miso, it's really
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
it's got this umami, salty, rich, punchy, just like it can be very heavy. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Ho Shin Young, you're right, Jono. It was a belly versus loin.
Oh, is that what he wrote?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was asking.
Yeah.
I was thinking. I was like, I can't
It's
read that, but I'm
yeah.
guessing like based on his question, I was like, it's got to be what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like I kind
Like
of knew it was like,
they're both so good. Like, it's very hard to choose. And I think at the end of the day, it's like kind of like what works for you.
hmm
So I like a little bit more fatty. Like, sometimes you can get a good cut of like a loin with a very thick fat cap on it. And that's kind of like what I like. So it's a bit of both. I would prefer maybe a loin with a thick fat cap. So you get a lot of like a Kagoshima pork that's real fatty, comes from the south, little fatty, these fat little piglets, and they make just fantastic pork, and that's something I would definitely go for. So yeah, man.
I have to
For
say something about it.
real.
Give Taiwan some props. Taiwan can they make some really good pork.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Taiwan
for
has some
sure.
legit pork here. I'm not gonna
So
lie.
speaking of Taiwan, so do you know what is one of the famous dishes from Nagoya that I didn't have, but it is
Okay, you
a
said there's three. So we had
there's
like
three.
the
So the miso katsu,
mitsukatsu.
right? Now, the second one, I'll get to that one in a bit, but this
Okay.
is honorable mention. Get this honorable mention out of the way. It is they call it a Taiwan ramen.
Taiwan ramen.
So what it is it is literally, like how you do the, oh, what is that, mince, that the mince that you mix with your rice,
Oh, so like
lao rou, right?
well, you're that's Cantonese. You're thinking of lu rao fan.
Yeah,
Lu rao
that.
fan, which is the fatty braised
Yeah.
pork over rice.
So
Yeah.
so
You're
they
doing the
have
Canto
that.
version.
So they have that, right? With a raw egg and then some other Japanese veggies on the side. And it is a soupless noodle. And so you mix all this together. And then so it's called Taiwan ramen. It's
Okay, that
Taiwan,
actually
it's
that's
Taiwan ramen.
because
And
we
then
actually
it's
have la mian here, and it's a variation of.
yeah.
It's not Japanese ramen.
Mhm.
It's a Taiwanese dish, but it's not
Yeah.
luro fan. So this
Yeah.
is luro over. So this is like a minced pork over. Yeah, I can picture that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
This is
Taiwanese.
minced pork over ramen.
So
And then they call it Taiwan ramen.
really,
Yes, it's big words. Taiwan
and Mark just froze. We lost him. I don't know if we lost the channel. Let me look.
ramen.
Oh, there you go. You're back. We lost you for a
It's
moment, bro.
oh no. Oh, we're back up.
Yeah, we're
No,
back. We're back.
up. It's okay. You're frozen on my screen too. No,
Yeah,
good.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
we
I can see
all
you being
froze.
frozen
Maybe it
now.
was mine. We'll see.
It's
Hang
okay.
on.
We're good now.
Let's pause. Are we sure? Let's look. I'm waiting to
Yeah,
see.
I think we're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're good. All right, we're back
Yeah,
to
we're
you.
good.
Yeah,
So yeah, like you guys,
Taiwan ramen.
yeah, you guys can search it. You guys
Okay.
can search it, but it's so funny. It is something that is apparently super Nagoya.
Let me look at it. I gotta look this thing up.
Yeah. So it's like Nagoya, Taiwan. I think it's Nagoya, Taiwan ramen. And
OYA Taiwan La. Is it La Mien?
yeah, I think it's Nagoya. Let me search it too. Yeah, that's the top hit. Nagoya Taiwan ramen.
Is Taiwan ramen? Taiwan ramen is a Nagoya cuisine. Oh my god, this looks super Taiwanese.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, I can go to
It's
this
got
place
egg on
right,
it.
dude. I can go to this place right over here and get this essentially this dish.
Yeah. So they have a soup-based one and they have a dry one.
Yeah, so they have a
And
gun and a tongue.
oh man, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's but apparently it's super known for that.
What?
I know.
It looks crazy Taiwanese, but does it taste Taiwanese?
I've never tried.
Because Taiwanese food has, like, especially when you get to the traditional dishes, there are very distinct flavor profiles in Taiwanese food. So like when I come back, if I leave here, I went to the States for like over a month. I came back and I was craving. I was like, I've got to have something Taiwanese. And like,
Yeah.
there's a few dishes that are like signature, and you eat it, and you're like, oh my god, that's like you just know, like the flavor profile is like
Yeah.
this is Taiwanese. In fact, Masaki, who's not on the, I don't think he's on the show tonight.
No,
Like
Masaki's
he
not
even
on tonight.
jokes that like he goes, there's like a flavor, a Taiwanese flavor that's in everything. He's like, it's even in the milk when you're there. Like he even jokes about it, but it really is. There's a definite
Yeah.
like when you live here, you just it's like it
Yes,
just becomes
100%.
normal.
Yeah, it's the
But-
same thing here. There's an Osaka flavor.
Yeah.
There is like I went to have, just regular, just normal. I went to the convenience store for like a midnight snack at the
Mhm.
Daily Yamazaki in Sakai, and even the fried rice tastes different. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Yeah, there's
Anyways.
definitely like flavor profiles.
Yeah.
I agree with
So-
you. Like there's something to it. Like it's
Mhm.
a thing. And then Taiwanese when I come back, and as much as you can get something that's close-ish when you're in
Yeah.
the States, you
Yeah.
can't nail it, man. Like you got to be like there's something,
Mhm.
and that's why I think Taiwan has like a food scene. I think why Osaka has a food scene
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's like
There's
flavors
a flavor. Yeah.
that you just can't replicate.
Yeah, yeah, and in Nagoya too. Nagoya's food scene super cool. Like I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Nagoya food. Like it's if you think like food here is fried, Nagoya food is fried, yo.
Right,
It's fried.
really, it's like fried.
It's because the number two thing that I want to talk about is
yeah.
something called ebi fry.
ebi fry
Ebi fry. So it's fried shrimp.
shrimp.
It's almost like a tempura, but it's not tempura. You know that flaky.
Flaky,
This is
light,
like
crunchy.
this is like breaded, like fish and chips, but instead of fish, it's a shrimp.
Okay, so it's more Western style breading.
So this is
Is it?
yeah, it's a crunchy kind of Westerny style breaded fry. So they were telling, like I was told that it is very Nagoya because when you fry the shrimp curls up,
Right.
and it looks like the golden dragonfish.
Ah, because like yeah, when
So
like Western shrimp's always fried and it curls up,
yeah,
right? They peel. Is it peeled or is it shell
it's
on?
peeled.
So it's
It's
very
no shell
Western
on it.
style. It's
Yeah,
peeled,
yeah.
send shell gone,
So
head gone.
that is their thing. So ebi fry is one of their things because it looks like the golden dragonfish.
So you've got Taiwan ramen,
Yeah, Taiwan ramen, fried
fried
shrimp.
Western American shrimp,
Yeah, fried shrimp. Yeah,
and the third one, your number one, was the
was I have to I need to say what it is
what?
because it's unagi.
Wait, oh, so there's oh wait, unagi?
Mhm.
Okay.
But there's a way to say it.
Now, for those who don't speak Japanese, unagi is eel. It's eel. So we're
Yes.
looking at an eel situation here.
Ah, so I think the name is I'm gonna butcher this. Hitsumabushi.
Hitsumabushi.
Yeah,
I don't hear,
Hitsumabushi. Yeah.
and that's
So
eel.
this is how they make it. So Hitsumabushi is this. Oh, nice. You're drinking the so
It smells a little
it comes like this.
eh.
So all of that is nicely packed and cut, fresh made, roasted, char grilled unagi. Under that is a bed of rice. It's
Okay.
in this wooden box.
Okay. Phone just went off. There we go.
So let me.
So it comes in the wooden box.
I want to show you the opening. So this is where it
Okay.
is, and I open it, and it's just like
And it's
that.
all chopped eel in there.
Yep, it's chopped. It's so good.
I love
It's
eel.
very good.
But I like the proper eel.
Yeah.
There's like two levels of eel. There's like trash eel, which tastes like garbage. And then there's the good eel, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
So
in between.
yeah. So these guys, this is very famous. I don't know if it's famous, but it's a pretty classy place in Nagoya called Shirakawa. Basically, it says White River, Shirakawa, and they specialize in this hitsumabushi, and it's very good. It's very good.
Is it
And
kind of like eel, the same barbecue eel flavor you
it's
get?
the same
The same
barbecue
kind of
eel
flavor.
flavor that
Okay.
we get, but what they do is after they do all that, they dice it and they put it in like with the rice, and I think they steam it together or they cook it together. But anyways, it gets served all hot together, and they cover it
Mm.
with the wooden lid,
Okay.
right? And so all your flavors are all marinating inside the rice, and then they serve it to you. And then what you do is you have a big serving spoon and you mix it all together,
Oh, so you kind of mix it up like when you do like
mix it
I
up
do that with
together.
lugo
Yeah.
fan or like with
And then
Thai, like a Thai basil beef or
and then you
pork or
eat it,
something.
right? And then there's several ways you can eat it. So you can just eat it like that, or you can ask for I think it's called ocha something. It's something to do with you take your rice with your food, right? And then you can take a dashi, which is like a stock, right? A light stock base, and you can pour it over your rice, and you can eat it almost like a soup.
It's
And
like a
that,
rice eel soup.
yeah, and that is really like a rice eel porridge.
Mm.
And because all the stock, it releases all the oils and all the soy sauce and everything from the rice and from the eel, and it just becomes this flavorful soup. And so very good, highly recommended. Like that was my number one thing. Like I took a bite and I was like, wow, I need to put my bowl down, and I just need to breathe a little bit because this is
It's like a
amazing.
moment. It's like one of those like food
It
moments.
was a moment,
So this
right?
sounds like the other things like fried fish or fried shrimp. Okay, I get it. Like, I like it. The Taiwan ramen that could be cool, but like it looks super similar to what I can get here. So I'm like, I'm in my mind. If I went there, I would be like, comparing it
This
probably.
this is what you got to
This
have. If
sounds
you went,
super like
this is what you got to have.
very like unique,
Yeah.
special,
Yeah.
homegrown. Like, so this is their number one like
Mhm.
signature. So I'm guessing a
This
lot of
is their
places
thing.
serve this.
Yeah, but in a different, like, of course, like different levels, right? You know,
Right, you
this
went to
this
this
restaurant
level, and there's like
was
street
pretty
food
classy.
level, and
Yeah.
there's like
Yeah.
mid tier level, and
Yeah, like everybody in the office was like, "Oh, you have to go eat this when you're in Nagoya. You have to go eat this." So I was very fortunate. I met someone randomly on Friday night, and then this new friend of mine took me around
cool.
and was very kind and showed me all these places and explained all these things to me. Works at the airport, so English is absolutely fluent. You know,
And that's the thing. Like for
what a
me,
fantastic
when
experience.
I travel alone, I travel alone. Like I used to a lot.
Mhm.
It's amazing what you'll find when you explore. Just meet people,
Yeah,
like random people, and
yeah,
like we're not talking like you're trying like give nefarious purposes to meet people. You
mhm.
meet people that literally
Yeah,
will help you.
yeah.
It's so like if you've never traveled solo, you should definitely think about it.
You
It
should
sounds
definitely do it.
so scary. You're like, you're telling me, Jonathan and Mark, you want me to go to another foreign country? You want me to go to like this crazy place? Let me speak the language and like go by myself to just random places. Like what I do is this. Like I've started learning. Like the last time I went to Tokyo, I went like 2 or 3 days early. And I just got my phone and it's like, all right. I just got there and I'm like, all right, let me just go in Google Maps and
Mhm.
see
And
what's.
that's
Oh, this
exactly
this
what I do
review's
too.
good.
Yep.
And I look for reviews. I don't look for the tourist stuff. I'm like, is it all local? Oh, these are all local reviews. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go check
I
this place
can't
out.
read any of this, but it's 5 stars. That's the place I'm going.
And then I'll open up like I'll like everybody's like, okay, popular dishes. And I'm like, all right, so I click on a photo, I'll walk in, I'll be like, this. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I'll point at the picture and be like, I want my phone's of course off. I'm like, I want this. Like just I'm like,
Yeah.
and smile. And they're like,
Yeah.
they'll always give you a thumbs up
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
go and you just get like you will have the most amazing experience and people will go out of their way to help you. The world is
Mhm.
such a friendly place. Like absolutely. And if you have not
Yeah.
traveled solo, you
You
should
got to do
totally
it.
do it. It like Mark, you're doing it right now. I was doing it up until the beer bug hit. Like some places it's missed. Like I went to Cebu and it's like, it's high. It was okay. It was all right. But like some places you go like Tokyo early, right? And like I
Yeah.
had 3 amazing days
Yeah.
solo
And
traveling.
it's so funny because like when you travel solo, the best thing that'll happen is you will find your people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you will find your people. It doesn't matter from whatever country they are from. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You're going to meet a certain group of people and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, these are my people. Like these people are awesome." Right? And then you'll meet them and you're going to have like the just memories that'll last you forever. And I
And
think
that's
it's
that's what travel is. It's the memories. Like
yeah.
look at Stu in chat. Stu says, I climbed a mountain overlooking a lake in Hangzhou and had a conversation about breakups with a wise old guy at sunrise. I mean, that's end up what you end up. You get this amazing moments of like
It's core memory right there.
clarity, core memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, like things you take with you, and you can buy all the coolest stuff on the planet. You can have like expensive this and that, and
Yeah.
cars and
Yeah.
wallets and
Yeah.
watches and all that garbage, right? But when all this stuff breaks or the
Mhm.
shine fades on it, you end up with experiences. Like in the
Yep.
end, all you have at the very end are your experiences.
Yep. Yep.
And it's so amazing. And I'm telling you, like, once I started traveling solo, it absolutely changed my life.
Yeah.
Like,
It
things that felt like a big deal, like, oh my God,
Mhm.
this is a huge stressful problem. It's like, it's nothing. It'll go, it'll
Yeah.
pass.
You go there and you realize, you know what? Damn, I can work around this. This is not that bad.
Mhm.
This is okay. Like when I first went to my first longer trip by myself here was I went to Arashiyama, and I was asking Masaki if he wanted to go with me, and Masaki's like, "Oh, bro, you should go by yourself." And I'm like, you know what? That's right. I should go by myself.
Mhm.
I didn't think about like I never thought about asking Masaki to go with me because I needed someone's help. But like I just wanted to ask if he wanted to go with me because he's my friend, And then but he was like, "Oh, bro, no, I think you should go by yourself. I think you should experience on your own." And you know what? He was absolutely right. And after that, now I'm like, yo, where am I going to go next by myself?
Well,
Well, next week I'm going
Masaki
to
solo
Wakayama,
travels.
but yeah.
You solo travel. I solo travel. Like, it's, and again, it's not like you're going there to do like, like, and again, let me tell you this. don't go there to like, I'm gonna go find the club or bar to hang out. Like,
Yeah.
you should be like, when I went to like Tokyo, I'm like, what can I do? I started walking around. I was like, oh, there's a samurai museum here. Cool.
Mhm.
When's like I booked tickets? Like, come back into
Yeah.
all right, cool. So I bought tickets. I came back in 2 hours. That was my time. I went through. I watched like a samurai versus ninja show. They had all this old ancient samurai armor and these old samurai swords. Are like the oldest one's like 700 years old. And of course, the way they display them, they don't have their handles on them anymore. They're just the blade.
Yeah.
So you can see the maker's mark. The maker put their mark underneath
Yeah.
where the handle would be. And I just learned so many things. I was like, this is just super cool. Yeah, it's a little touristy, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I remember when I came here for the first time. Actually, I'm in the neighborhood. I'm actually 2 blocks away from the very first hotel I stayed in when I moved.
It's
When I
come
came
full
here,
circle.
it really is full circle. I'm like, I never thought in a million years I'd live here. And I had jet lag. So I was out walking the streets at like 2, 3 in the morning. Just
Mhm.
nobody's in the street. It's finally like the entertainment district it's this kind of area that's close to me. It kind of died down, and I'm walking. There's like nobody around. I'm just like looking at the cool street art and all this cool stuff, and like I got to feel the place in a different way, not as a tourist, but as a late night wanderer. And these
Yeah.
are things you should totally go do. You'll never
Absolutely.
experience it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, to finish off the Nagoya trip, I think as much as a good time I had in Nagoya, I
Mhm.
think the best experience I had was actually leaving Nagoya.
That's a weird one. So you
Yeah.
had a
So
good
like,
experience leaving?
yes. So it's not because, oh yeah, thank God I'm leaving this place. Because Nagoya was great. Like, to be honest, I had a fantastic time in Nagoya. I don't think I can ever live there. I love Osaka too much. But Nagoya was fantastic. I really loved the diversity and the culture there. But leaving Nagoya was very special because I took a very special train when I left. I took a train, special limited express train from the Kintetsu
Mhm.
called Hinotori. So I mean, it's Firebird Hinotori. It's a very beautiful, very premium, one of those kind of sightseeing trains.
So it's
That
not
one's
the
I
high
wouldn't
speed train. This is
no,
a
it,
sightseeing
it's
train.
it's fast. I won't say it's a sightseeing train, but like it's one of those like their tagline on the Kintetsu says like they made this train to re-envision relaxation as you travel. And let me tell you, they hit the nail on the head.
So wait, so leaving, you took the bullet train to get there. On the way
So
back, you took like
I
the
took
slow
a
boat.
I wouldn't say it's a slow
Chill.
boat. It was a slower one. It's definitely not going 200 miles an hour. I'm gonna tell you that. So it's a rapid limited express train. There was only a few stations. I think there was like
Okay.
4 stations, 5 stations at best, and it took a different route. So instead of going the same route as the Tokaido Shinkansen, which like it's Nagoya and then Kyoto and whatever, I went south. So I left Nagoya and I went to Mie Prefecture.
Okay.
So I went like south by like the south coast of
Yeah.
Japan, went south and then went back up.
Okay, so you kind of would like a U
Yeah.
shaped.
So I did a
So you came from
Yui
like Nagoya, you went down and then
south
came
and
over
then
to
the yeah.
Osaka.
And like just you get to see like all the beautiful rice fields. And there were some small villages and small towns. It was really like wow, like this is great. The
Were the seats
train.
better? Were like
Oh,
what?
I was so to give you some perspective. I sat in seats that were like first class airliner seats for cheaper than the price I paid to get on the bullet train.
Were these first class seats? Or were they
Bro,
like did you pay for the first? Did you pay for the best seats, or were there better seats than
I
these?
paid for the best seats.
Okay, so you got like these super business class level. Look at that bellow.
Yeah, bro.
Look at that bellow behind you.
Look at this thing. Look at the seat next to me. This empty seat next to me.
Oh,
Right? And it was full. So this is kind of like what you can see in front of you. So they're fully reclining.
oh, you're in the front,
Yeah, and I'm in the
dude. You can see out the front window.
I can see out the front window.
Is the driver
Yeah.
there?
The driver is right there.
No way. So you're like
Yeah.
5 rows back from the front window.
And the best part is
Will they
when
let you
get
stand
in-
up and kind of walk up there?
Oh
And
yeah,
just
yeah.
watch?
You can walk straight up there if you want.
Oh,
So the coolest. So
That's
in this train, there is sections where they have benches that you can look out.
wait. They face outward,
They face out. There's seating area with
but you don't pay.
cushioned
Like those are like
benches.
just bonus seats.
Hey, if you're on the train, you're on the train. You don't pay extra for it. You just pay for your ticket, right? So for 1,000 yen less, you get the standard seats, which is like the nice
which
felt,
by the way is like
you
eight,
know,
seven, $78,
yeah,
$7.80. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like
It's nothing.
pretty
At that
affordable.
point, just don't. It's not even worth it, right?
No,
Like it
it
was
looked
really
pretty
really
empty
good.
too.
It was. I think a lot there was more people taking just the regular standard ones,
Hmm.
but so in the premium section, like where I was, it was pretty empty. Like there was, I think, combined maybe 15 people.
Oh wow.
It was me, and then my seat next to me was empty, and
Yeah.
then the guy across, so it was like a 2 and 1. So it's seats like this, right?
Okay.
It was like this, and then the two seats in front of us were taken, and then only one guy sat in front of them, and then behind me, the whole row was empty behind me, and then there
Wow.
was like it was full one guy, and then one guy, and then one guy.
So you're just it's super chill, like,
It
and you can
was
go watch,
super
stand
chill.
there, watch
You
the
can
scenery go
stand,
by.
you can walk to car 3 and go to the smoking section if you want. You can go to their like viewing area. You can go to, actually, if you go to the Kintetsu Rail uh, website, you can find it. The Hinotori is the red train. It's the only one that's like, it's red. It's you
It's
can't miss it.
painted red.
It's red. It's literally means firebird. Okay.
Okay.
It's you can't miss it, and it's really cool. And what's really nice is because when you get in, especially, I don't know if it's the other sections are the same, but in the premium area, you get in, you step up onto a raised platform to sit, so you're kind of sitting up already, and you're kind of a little bit higher than a little bit off ground, a little bit higher, and you're sitting a little, like up high, and you're riding through Japan in this fast, very quiet. This train has no body roll, and it's just smooth the whole way through. Like it was worth every penny of that 5,400 yen I spent. So it was like 5,500 with change.
So you just cruise back,
Yeah.
killer
For
views,
those,
got to see
for those
something
in a,
different.
yeah. Like for those of you living in Hong Kong, 5,400 yen right now is like probably not even 400 Hong Kong dollars.
And that'd be roughly
That'd be
5,400
like
yen.
$50,
No, it's not even $50 US. It's probably like
like
40,
$30 right now.
42, 43. It's 70. It used to be 100 to 1, and now it's like 75 to 1. So it's 20. It's like it's dropped that much. And yes, Ho Chi Young, you're right. It actually, it's funny you say that. Nagoya, like from the fried food, it sounds like the same. And here in Taiwan, it's actually the same. The further you
Yeah.
go south, the more stuff's fried.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. You gotta
It's
fry it,
totally
man.
true. It's
Gotta
totally
fry
freaking
it.
true. The
Gotta
first,
fry
like when
it.
you go down south,
Hmm.
things get sweeter. So like the tea gets sweeter.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been in America, right? Southern tea, sweet
That's
tea,
right.
right?
That's
Sweet,
right.
and then the food gets more fried. I promise you, it's the same here in Taiwan. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the further you go, it's like I'm like, is this like this everywhere? It's like the further you go south, the more fried, the more sweet it gets.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah. So the leaving experience from Nagoya was, wow. What an amazing way to kind of cap it off.
Yeah, that's really cool. It sounds like a very unique
It
experience. And
was
you can only take it from Nagoya. You can't take it from
No,
Tokyo,
you can
can
you can
you?
take it from here too. So the ends is Nagoya Station, Nagoya Kintetsu to Osaka Namba.
So you can't take it to
It's I
Tokyo. So it's
I've
only
no,
to Nagoya.
it's only run by the Kintetsu Corporation.
Oh,
So
interesting.
The Kintetsu Rail Corporation. So they run like Nara, Osaka, Nagoya.
So they have special tracks that are their tracks,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're running
theirs.
their special routes.
Yeah, you're riding their routes. And so I mean, not gonna lie, JR is not bad, but you ride that Kintetsu, you ride a private, company. You're like, oh man, now I know why.
Yeah, now
Oh my
this is
God.
real.
Yeah, this is wow. Yeah, so the Kintetsu has several different special trains. They have some normal trains, of course, but they have a few special ones that are specifically scenic, or they run specific routes only. And so a lot of people like to go take those. There's one called Blue Symphony that is an old kind of boxy looking, sightseeing train
Mhm.
that goes to Nara, and it goes to a very kind of sacred, temple kind of cherry blossom place in Nara, from Osaka. So it
Okay.
runs from Abenobashi all the way to that place in Nara. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to try to do. Next week,
Wait, I
I'm
guess
going to
it was Saki's not here. I
Wakayama.
think that's when we took when I went with him to Nara.
So it's a different place. So Nara Prefecture, not Nara City.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
Never
so
mind.
when we go to Nara, we always go to Nara Shi. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Nara
yeah. Near
City.
She, near City. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we get on, let's say we usually take I think we usually take just the subway over here, like where I'm at, from Tennoji to Nara. And so that is really quick. It's like 45 minutes and we're there.
It was like an hour or so,
Yeah.
but I was staying in like what was it, Osaka? It's like the what's it called? The Osaka, like the main station where it used. It was supposed
Namba.
Namba, yeah, it's the Namba.
Yeah.
The bus station is supposed to be the airport check-in, but after 9/11, all that
Mhm.
changed. So
Yeah, yeah, that's where we usually put everybody up, is up in Namba. It's the easiest place to be. You get off the train and the hotel's right
yeah, it's
there.
right there. Well, what I do is I take the bus. So when I leave
Mhm.
the airport, I'll just take the bus because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And like Misaki told me, he's like, "Hey, take this number bus and whatever." And I figured it out. I was like, "Okay, cool." Once I did it once with him, I'm like, "All
Mhm.
right, I know." So I just take the bus. You end up there, and I've stayed
Yeah.
at, like the Hotel Osaka Monterey. That's a good one. And there's a couple other ones. I've stayed at like a Appa, like a Appa in that area too. There's a
Mhm.
bunch of really good ones. The Monterey below, there's a grocery store. It's really great. They have good food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like, yo, if y'all guys come to Japan, hey,
he put
what's
me
up,
up.
Private Bumpy?
He stayed me at the Intercon. I do.
Yeah. You
I
stayed at the
stayed at the
Intercon. I know.
IC, man. I stayed at the Inter
I
freaking
know.
Continental, and I was
I
like,
know where
dude, I was
that,
like,
yeah.
this is way too much. I was like, I appreciate it. Like, there was a lot of bowing and thank yous. But I'm like, this is way too much. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
like,
know.
uh,
And
it's
that
awesome.
that mall where the Intercon is, Osaka Grand Front. Oh
Yes.
my God.
And then
It's
like the
it's
The
Gucci, man.
Centauri restaurant's
Yeah.
right there
It's
too.
right there.
It's
Yeah.
right. You just
That
go right
that
where you go.
whole up that top two floors where all the food is so Gucci. Like,
Dude, super Gucci. It's
yo,
super high
you
end.
can't, like, you walk in there. Like when I first got there, and Masaki took me there on a rainy day when I was wearing a stupid hoodie and and my just regular pants, and and a pair of whatever shoes, my Vans. And I got there and I never in my life felt more
Oh
underdressed.
no no no! No. When you walk in that place,
Holy.
you're like, can I even afford to be here? Should I
Yeah,
be here? Am I
exactly.
like?
I mean,
I feel like the people are like, and then the
yeah.
people here, and like you feel like I need to go buy like, can I put a suit on?
Yeah, can I go buy a at the same, can I get my hair cut
Yeah,
too?
can I get a haircut, a new suit, maybe a nice
Yeah.
sharp tie? Like you just feel like,
Versace's over there. Can I go over there real
yeah,
quick?
can I
I'll
go
be
buy
right
like can
back.
I can I
Yeah.
spend 3 months of paycheck to go buy some clothes so I feel like I fit in here?
Yeah, exactly. Like you go there, but number one, the prices for the restaurants, actually, if you think about it, they're not obscene. They're actually,
No,
a lot of the restaurants,
they're on
they're
par.
very,
They're
they're
fair.
very affordable. Like they're not any more expensive than you would pay maybe going on a decent date,
Yeah.
right? They're really not that expensive, especially coming from Hong Kong. That perspective, I go to like some of the swanky Spanish place, and it was like a third of what I have to pay in Hong Kong. So, but the point was, you go up there, and I think all of Osaka's most beautiful people are there. It's just everywhere you look, you're like, oh my God, I just don't want to show my face here. Masaki, what are you doing, bro? Why are you taking me here?
Or you can play the whole Western vibe, right? Like, hey man, dress down, put you a t-shirt and some like, you know, the
I don't think you
dude
can
dude
there, because
cardigan.
I think everybody there is westernized enough. Like we can't play that game over
Like, no,
there.
you got to look like a tech millionaire, man. You got to play the tech millionaire game. Otherwise, you
Oh
won't.
my
Like, you got to
God.
like nice, tortoiseshell glasses, like white t-shirt, like a cardigan on and some skinny jeans, and
I don't think
then.
I can pull the tech millionaire look off. So it's just
But
it won't fly
based on
with
your
me.
last picture, not gonna lie, I don't know if you saw my comment I wrote for you. You were straight up pulling a Billy Butcher in
Mhm.
that
Keith
photo.
Urban.
The photo where you're standing there. Because have you ever watched? You ever watch The Boys?
I think just through watching the memes and everything, I
Oh
think
my
I've seen
god,
enough.
man! No, no, no. You like if it's the most etchy show on TV, hands down. They just wrapped season 3, and you like that last photo of you holding. I think it was the Sig, right?
It was an MP5.
It was MP. Yeah, it was MP5 with
Yeah,
he had a folding stock or something on it.
that was for high cycle.
Okay,
Oh, but
then
we do have some other naughty things coming for the MP5. Stay tuned.
cool. I don't want to know. But you were totally putting a Billy Butcher. You've got the beard, you've got the haircut, you look like Billy Butcher. You were like pulling the Billy because like the shirt, he always wears like these Hawaiian-ish, black Hawaiian-ish looking
Yeah.
shirts, and
Thank you, 511.
you could totally cosplay a Billy Butcher.
I'll try. Keith
You
Urban.
should.
Well, the International Cosplay Summit is in Nagoya, August 5th.
How's your? Can you do like a really thick Cockney accent? I mean, like
can't.
the most Cockney
No
of
way.
Cockney accent. Then you could play
No
Billy
way.
Butcher. Just use the C word a lot.
No, I can't do it.
The C with
I'll
the
just
U with
like
the
today.
N
Today
with
we were
the-
talking about that with we were talking about that with Nomura-san and Masaki, and then we are talking about, oh, you know, it's a cosplay convention. And Nomura was laughing and said, oh, I didn't know you're into this kind of stuff, Mark. I was like, not really, but like I think it would be funny to go. And he asked me, well, what would you go as? I'm like, clearly I'll cosplay as a Yakuza.
A little real.
Clearly.
No, I'm telling you, man, you totally could pull up Billy Butcher. Look into it. You need a black trench coat, or he does the Hawaiian, like a black Hawaiian shirt. Just Google it. You'll find it.
Dude, like,
It's
you
what
have
is
voice
what's his
coaching?
name? The actor, guys.
Keith Urban.
Yeah,
Carl Urban.
Yeah,
Keith
Carl
Urban
Urban.
is a country singer.
Keith
Yeah,
Urban is
Carl
married to
Urban.
Nicole Kidman. Carl Urban is the actor. Yes.
Yeah.
By the
Steve,
way,
I mean, it's not Steve. Stu, I mean, oh, I can do it like this in it, me man.
No,
You know, we can
it's-
do it like you can do it like this in
You
it.
gotta go really bad. She like kind of said what you're saying. He's like, you freaking Claude. I can't use the C words. Yeah. By the way, speaking of things that are on that side of the pond, this is about a 5 out of 10. It's drinkable. I wouldn't call it a Celtic amber. I wouldn't call it an amber. I wouldn't call it Celtic. I would say this is a medium beer. It's average at best. Let's put it this way. This beer, Amber Bock by Michelob. Michelob Amber Bock's better than this. This is a solid get, and I'm not just pumping up because Ukraine. This one, if you guys can find this for real, fully drinkable, fresh, crisp, summer. I think also it's a 4-season, honestly, but for real, and it has like a different little spin to it. Totally good. This one, if you see it, don't get caught by the flash. You can just keep on scrolling. I'm gonna finish it.
Who would have thought with you know, the Thai people was such an amazing culinary country that maybe Celtic beer is not their thing.
Yeah, maybe if you're
Who would have thought?
but hey, that was my gamble, right? I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot. I didn't have the hugest of expectations on this. This far exceeded them. I'm gonna tell you, worth a grab. I'm actually gonna go pick up a few more of these before they disappear, because like most of the stuff here, like they show up and then they're gone after a little while. But that one's a definite get. I'm gonna get them, put them back in the back at the bottom of the fridge somewhere, forget about them, and then pull them out in like a month or two.
Nice.
So,
Nice. What's everybody else in the chat talking about?
yeah, if admin results, administrative results, yeah.
Well, he also does a killer South African accent, to which I cannot do. Like I just
I can't do South African.
I'm
not gonna do it on the show because
itself,
it'll be like I'm a little too on the pink side. I can do a decent Indian accent.
Yes, me too.
Yes, I can do a fairly decent Indian accent. British, it's pretty trash. I don't think I can hold up my British accent to anybody who's a native speaker.
Yeah,
Australian, no chance. Definitely not South African. Maybe over the top Australian. Maybe I can do most American accents, though. I can do regionalized accents in the States.
Oi, mate, me man, dem. Don't you want to go have a bite to eat?
That's cringy. I can do pretty much like any of the regionalized American accents.
In it, bruv.
Hey, gov. Hey, gov. Hey, governor.
In it, bruv.
Oh my God, we're like people are unsubscribing as we talk. Quit. Stop. I'm watching the stream count drop. No. But yeah, like I'm careful with my accents. There's only a few I can do. So.
Yes. Allow me to do a very white man accent. Hello, my name is Mark.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. Nice to have you here.
That's
It's
right.
overly
You got
white
you
guy.
must ham up the white man accent. Hello,
Dude,
I also like to do square dancing on Tuesdays with Deborah.
dude, you sound like Dave Chappelle white facing. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, if you haven't watched the old Dave Chappelle stuff, he does white face,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh,
freaking, especially in the race draft,
yes.
where they literally every race gets to draft people for their own to call their own, and it's basically people who have like mixed heritage.
Yes.
Like it's
Uh,
super old skit on the Chappelle show, but it stands up.
yeah.
And then the commentator, which is Dave Chappelle, is totally white, like
Yeah.
totally white faced the
Yeah.
whole time. Like
Yeah.
he's mostly white face enough to like but it's like the thing about Chappelle's show is
It's uncanny valley. That's what it looked like when
yeah, it
he
does.
was white faced. It
It's
was like,
that or
"Ugh."
it's like the white chicks. Remember with the Wayne's
Yeah. Yeah.
brothers?
Yes.
They did white chicks. It's like that, but like
Man, you cannot make a movie
Chappelle,
like White Chicks today. Oh my
dude,
God, you get
you
insta
couldn't do the
canceled.
race draft
Jeez, oh
these
my
days.
God. Like, and the Chris Rock show, how not to get your ass kicked by the police.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh
That.
wow, can you imagine? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh my gosh. So Ho Chi Young, Instagram, we were talking about earlier. So IG, we'll tell you the story after we get
Yeah,
it going.
once it gets sorted.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. There's
the
actually an issue with this. Like it's not because we didn't get around to it. No, there is actually, and John will send me a photo
Let's get
of
the
this.
screenshot. And by the way, it's I commented in English, and the email it sent me was in traditional Chinese.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So,
huh?
Yeah,
So,
we're trying to get this sorted. And then once
IG
that's done, we'll
sent
do
me the
the
reply in traditional Chinese if it gives you any idea of like how messed up this is. Even though I'm like, I'm
Yep.
it's not the language I
Yep.
speak or read.
Once
Especially don't
we
read.
get the once we get the Instagram up and running, we'll do the Discord as well, like right
Yeah.
away. So
Discord
I just
will
want
be
to do it. I want to just do it simultaneously at the same time. I don't want to do it twice.
You know,
And,
I've
that's
got a
why.
Discord, right? I can just change the
In
name.
Airsoftology Discord.
Yeah, I can just delete it. I don't need Airsoftology Discord.
Oh, okay.
I can just change
Sure.
it to Hopped Up.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Okay. Done. All right, done. There it is. So guys, just bug Jono about the Discord. I was
More
gonna
crap
do
to
it.
do. So, yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with us. I think that's a good place to
Yeah, it's good.
kinda
Really
cap
enjoyed
it today. Yeah. So I
Mark,
guess today's
I
episode.
really enjoyed. Like, I genuinely now want to go to Nagoya, and like,
Nagoya is really cool.
I just want to go there, ride the train, and eat that freaking eel bowl.
Yes.
That's it,
Well,
and some fried shrimp.
this weekend I'm going to Wakayama. I'm gonna
What's
be
a Wakayama?
Wakayama. I'm going back to Shirahama, which is a small town,
Okay.
south beach town.
Okay, beach.
Great seafood market.
Okay.
The Tore Tore Ichiban. Great seafood market. And then I'm gonna go back up to Wakayama City. Gonna hit Wakayama Castle and probably see what they have to offer. But one of the things that they're very well known for is a tonkatsu ramen.
Tonkatsu ramen.
Yes. So like the pork broth style ramen
Tonkatsu ramen.
is apparently
Off the
Wakayama is
chart.
very famous.
Okay.
Is very famous for this.
Fill me in.
So I'm gonna have this creamy tonkatsu ramen. My friend Lin, who is also Taiwanese, is gonna be coming with me.
Nice.
So he's my colleague and a friend of mine. So he'll be coming with me. It's a weekend date with Lin. So, which is so funny. His name is actually also Andre, but I didn't know until like 2 weeks ago.
That's his English name, Andre.
That's his English name, Andre.
So his family name is Lin, obviously,
Yeah, Lin,
which
yeah.
I can actually. It's one of the few words I can write.
Yeah.
So
It's so funny because like we're at the bar and he's introducing himself. Oh yeah, my name's Andre, and I put down my drink. Like, your name is what?
What? Like a spit take? What?
And he's like, yo, I told you my name was. I said, no, you did not tell me your name is Andre, bro. Like, how would I know? Who was the one introducing me to everybody? Koshida-san, like Masaki. And I was like, yes. What does Masaki always call you? Lincoln? I said, yes. So how am I gonna know?
Kun?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
close.
Lincoln.
Kun.
So I'm like, so how in the world. Am I supposed to know you're called Andre? And he looks at me, he's like, oh, you know what, bro? You're right.
Yeah.
Andre, for real?
Andre. Well, it might be a play off his Chinese name.
I don't know. He said he studied in Cali for a couple of years. So
Okay.
yeah.
So he's westernized.
Interesting. Yeah.
Well, cool. Looking forward to a little Wakayama seafood and tonkatsu.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get the IG up and running so I can upload there as well as my personal.
Something. Whether we do it the appropriate way or we just do it under a different account, we'll make it work.
Yeah. Photo dump on Facebook will happen this week. I'm just editing a few photos together. Just want to make them look nicer.
And then once we get IG going, Mark and I will both start putting reels up of knock this mic around. We'll start putting reels up of our respective areas because there's a lot. I mean, there's so much. On my front door, I go one of the best beef noodle places in all of Taiwan out here. I mean, I'm gonna start doing some shorts from these places so you can get a feel of food. I think our IG is gonna be heavy on food.
Yeah, so food and travel,
if you're into food and travel, follow the IG for sure.
Oh, supposedly what our show is all about. So
supposedly, but somehow we make it about.
We can talk about a bunch of other things too. So you guys like that too.
Crappy Celtic Taiwan, not Taiwanese, Thailand beer. Celtic Thai beer. Celtic Thai. That's a very strange mix.
Yeah, because that's very, very, very Thai. That's very Thai. Anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out with us on another Monday night. We'll see you guys next week. Jono, anything?
Yep. Next week, same time, all that stuff.
That's
always love hearing your stories, Mark. This is a good one for me.
Yes. All right, guys. Until then, stay hopped up, everybody.
See you guys.